It was Queen Victoria who named British Columbia's first capital city New Westminster over 150 years ago. By 1900, the Royal City was the biggest city in Western Canada, the commercial hub of BC's Lower Mainland. In the Roaring '20s, movies were all the rage, and the Columbia Theatre opened with great ceremony on the evening of November 3, 1927. This was the heyday of North American eclectic theaters. These exotic venues were known as atmospheric theaters, using artistic decor to transport visitors to another place and time. The Columbia's exterior featured twisted terracotta Moorish columns from the sidewalk to above the parapet. Inside, murals of Mediterranean scenery and wrought iron trellises created the atmosphere of an exotic walled garden. There are very few photographs of the original theater, but the recently discovered architect's drawings reveal the exquisite details and exceptional heritage value of this unique building in Western Canada's oldest city. The theatre was a key feature of the Columbia Street business community, which in the 1940s became known as the Golden Mile. When Highway 1 opened in the mid-1960s, Columbia Street was bypassed as the main route from Vancouver to the Fraser Valley. The movie market declined with competition from television, and theaters downsized to form smaller venues. Famous players twinned their New West Theatre in 1976 and renamed it Columbia Cinemas, but to no avail. The theatre closed in the mid-1980s. The Fraternal Order of Eagles bought the building in 1987 for meetings and events, but couldn't sustain it, so the city took over in the year 2000. The historic building had been renamed the Burr Theatre in honor of actor Raymond Burr, who was born and raised in the Royal City. For a short time, live shows were presented by the Raymond Burr Performing Arts Society, but a theater study determined that the facility didn't fit the city's needs for the future.
However, the report went on to say it's a fabulous building that would be great for a variety of other public or semi-public uses. So the city took that and decided to sell the theater last year, and they put out a request for proposals from possible interested parties. And that's where Mr. Buckland of Lafflines Comedy Club came into the picture and said, I need a new home. So he put forward a proposal to the city that included a new home for Lafflines.
The Lafflines proposal was accepted by City Hall, and Barry Buckland bought the Columbia Theatre from the city in 2009.
When we purchased the building, they wanted the arts and culture to use this a lot. And we thought that's great. We want people in here. We want it full. So they are actually got people lined up already to use it. It's not if it's going to be used, how much time can I give them? Because we've got so many other people looking at it.
Well, I think everyone in the city has been waiting for us to do this, one way or the other, and we picked the best way. What we got is a private entrepreneur that can put some business into the place, help us to build the downtown, and to use it as a business location. So we win in every way you can.
Lafflines opened in 1989 at 4th in Columbia, a haven for stand-up comics and audiences who love to laugh. Succeeding for over 20 years in a failure-prone industry, Lafflines has provided excellent entertainment and was a starting point for many of Canada's top entertainers.
Well, you know the other thing, they got Barry Buckland with them, and we couldn't be more pleased at having somebody like that of that nature. He's been in our business through the tough times, okay? So we wanted to keep him here through the good times, so we'll grow together.
The Columbia Theatre was officially declared a heritage property the day after its 74th birthday in 2001, and work began to uncover the secrets hidden under layers of paint. After hundreds of hours of painstaking effort, a portion of the original mural was restored to its former glory. It remains to be seen what more can be done. Architect Eric Pattison probably knows the theatre better than anyone today.
The building has served a purpose for every decade it's been around, and it has to evolve to stay vital to the community. So it's just not possible to return it to 1927. Unlike theaters, even say like the Orpheum, in its original configuration, this theater was changed a few times, but there's still a role for it in the community, and there's still certainly a legitimate goal of restoring the historic elements within this changed theater. It'll be fabulous.
Well, we're in the main area right now. It's the old-style theater seating. When the Burr Society came in, they put all these seats in. It's not the style that we're looking for, so we're going to go back to the tables, chairs that are movable on different levels, so everybody will be able to see the stage from wherever in here. We're putting booths down the sides, so you have a little bit more comfort, but still making it more of the Roaring '20s look, cabaret style. Upstairs is a completely different look. It's got the same type of ceiling, but it's flat. It hasn't got the different layers of seating, but it's also going to be done for weddings. So we're trying to keep the old style, but modernize it up enough to make it a little bit brighter than a normal club would have, because we want to be able to attract weddings. And with the amount of wedding shops are here on Columbia Street now, it's a shoo-in.
The main floor will be about 300 seats, and the upper floor will be about 200 seats. So both will be available for different types of performances. Obviously, the main floor theater here on this stage will be more suited to larger productions, arts productions, this sorts of thing. Meanwhile, the restoration of the historic elements can occur around this configuration of the building.
Downtown New Westminster has changed dramatically over the past few years. People are coming back to Columbia Street and the waterfront area.
You walk down the street on a weekend today, you see a lot more people wandering those streets, enjoying the cafes, enjoying the sidewalks, enjoying just the atmosphere than you would have 5-6 years ago. So it's only going to continue, because there's a lot more happening down there that really draws on the heritage of that area, but also provides some modern conveniences that people really appreciate.
We've just done the downtown plan, and all around there is going to be high-rises, and all around there is going to be some new people living and businesses underneath, because we're still going to vitalize and revitalize Columbia Street. And guess what sits right in the middle? Lafflines, okay?
Pre-sale condo towers now fill the downtown skyline, with 3 right next to the New Westminster SkyTrain station. Construction is well underway on Plaza 88, a 1.2 million square foot development of mixed residential, retail, and office space. Confirmed anchor tenants include a 10-screen movie theater, Safeway, Shoppers Drug Mart, 2 banks, and several restaurant outlets. The public market at Westminster Quay has been rebuilt and reopened as River Market, and right next door, construction is underway on Westminster Pier Park, a 3.2-hectare riverfront recreational area for walking, picnics, sports, fishing, and festivals. Very soon, construction will start on a multi-use civic center between 8th and Begbie Streets, which will house a new convention center, a banquet facility, a theater, art studios and gallery, multi-purpose community spaces, and the New Westminster Museum and Archives. The facility will also include a 100,000 square foot Class A office tower and underground parking. These are exciting times for downtown New Westminster. Ideally located in the geographical center of Metro Vancouver, Columbia Street's Golden Mile is about to rise again. For Lafflines Comedy Club and its new heritage home at the Columbia Theatre, it's a perfect opportunity. A larger stage facility in the center of the city's major redevelopment area. 2 venues on site to accommodate a wide variety of functions, and the preservation of a historic Canadian building, which integrates perfectly with New Westminster's heritage program and the city's arts and culture initiatives.
And that's really good for us. So I see it as a win-win-win for everybody, for the citizens of New Westminster, for our city parks and recreation and culture, and for the Lafflines themselves, to keep them here, because remember this, they're going to pay me taxes.